Hello and welcome to episode 4 of my Calmsden farm let's play. So after a very long third episode we are back for episode 4. I am just finishing off this field. The worker done most of it on the last episode. We didn't see much of that because I just kind of let him do his thing as we were doing all of the baling. So last episode we cut all the grass. We made some hay and we just left other as grass. We got it all baled, so we have 70 bales that we have to do stuff with today. And on this field, which we didn't see much of because I just had a worker doing most of it, we got it mulched and predominantly ploughed, and now I have just finished off the rest of the ploughing. We'll park this up and drop it off around here. So the plan for today is going to be crash into anything as I'm doing this. The plan for today is to get a bale wrapper. So we're going to lease a bale wrapper. We will get our grass bales wrapped. Use the other tractor, so I need to go and get that. But we're going to get the bale wrapper. Wrap our grass bales, and then we'll collect them all up with the auto stacker that we currently have on lease. So yeah, I think we have it for today, so we do need to kind of get moving on getting that done. That's the first plan, get all the bales wrapped, picked up and stored, and then we need to look at our poplar planting, which we're going to do in one of our small fields. So I want to get that done. We might have to obviously go through the night time on this day here, but as long as we get the bales done on this game day, that is fine for us. So I need to remember that I'm going to be leaving the JCB down here. I do tend to forget where I have left things. So all the grass equipment is down here. Just made sense to kind of keep it near the cows and the sheep. And we shall head to the shop. Okay, so we've arrived at our shop. So we just need to see. I don't think there's actually many options for us in terms of wrappers. In all honesty, I think it is just the one. So we don't look at the sale stuff because we've looked at that before for today because it changes every day. Yeah, we don't really need these ones because we just don't want to make big sausages. So we need to lease this one. So yeah, I'll get this hooked up and I'll see us back at the cow field. So we've got this field and we have our sheep pasture that we done in grass. The other fields that we have leased we did in hay. So we do have quite a few bales to wrap. I think it's about 36 grass bales. We can put automatic drop on, that is what we want. Yeah, so we do have 36 of these to wrap. I think we have about 34 hay bales. So we don't need to wrap them. So it's quite a lot. We did get a decent bit, but we are looking to get cows. And I believe they require about 4,000 litres of total mixed ration a year. So it will go down fairly fast. So we'll keep hold of it just now until we get to the point where we think, well, we might be able to sell some. And the price just now is pretty poor anyway, so we won't be doing anything with this just now. So yeah, I will crack on with this field and I will check back in with you when we get to the next one. So that's the first field done with of the wrapping. We've now just got our sheep field to get through. did have, I think it was like, yeah, 36 grass bales in total. The majority of them will be in this field, just due to the size of it. So we will get all of these done. I'm not sure how long they take to ferment, but we're not planning on selling it, so it's not really an issue. We're not selling it straight away anyway, but yeah, I don't know if it takes time or not. I know if you do it in the clamp it does, but I'm not sure if it's instant with these, but we'll learn on the way. So I will get the rest of this done. I think the next time I'll see is when I'm going to be getting the bale, the bale auto stacker. So yeah, we'll see you guys then. Okay, so I'm now going to go and get our bales we just wrapped. We should get them first. I have a loose idea where I want to maybe store them. Also, I'll max out how much hay that we have in with the sheep, just so they're totally 100% full. I think we probably do have enough to last the sheep quite a while. We do seem to hold a lot of stock with them. But yeah, we'll max out what we've got in their feed trough. Check on their water situation as well, but I don't think they need any water. Speaking of their water, I think I'm going to sell off. We have a water tank, but I think we can just use the stream next to 11 and get ourselves free water. Might mean a few tanking trips, but it's a lot better than paying for the water. We'll do that as well. Yeah, if we get the hay bales stored in the silage clamp, I'll get these put, I'm thinking maybe in the actual barn part of the cow shed. Yeah, once I get them all up, I'll kind of show you where it is. So yeah, I'll get all these picked up and then I'll get to the cow field, pick them up, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking about where I'm storing them. So that's with our full load. So we have a full load and a half load, just for the amount that we got. Yeah, you can see I kind of put the straw bales kind of near the middle. Probably should have had them more to one side, but we've done it now. So what I'm thinking is to back these up into here, because I don't fully think we'll use all of that space, but I think it might be quite tight to do this. So yeah, if you bear with me, I'll try and get these. I have to go into a bush, into this tiny little space. Giving us enough room to get out, maybe just. The pauses in my speaking were due to me concentrating very hard. Now we need to try and get back into this field. I'm probably going to have to go round a bit because I'm going to take out the fence, I think. So good morning, we got all of our bales collected. We did have a bit of a disaster, which I will show you now. We also leased the Poplar Planter, which was a bit of a mistake because I was forgetting that you get charged per day. Yeah, so we rented that last night when we should have rented this morning, but was at the shop turning the bale loader. So we just planted it, we just leased it. Yeah, so we kind of crashed into the stack, so it's a bit of a mess, but it's still usable, so it's fine, but we got all of them there. I have left 4 hay bales on the field next to the sheep, so we do need to get them, but I think we're just going to get the poplar in, because the sooner they're in, the sooner they start growing. I'm not sure how the precision farming and all that works with Poplar, because you used to not have to do pretty much anything to Poplar. So I'm just assuming that that's still the case. Yeah, so we'll go and get this put into the field. I want to try and get as much on this field as possible. I think I'm going to do rows like this. So what does this field turn like? Actually, let's start at the wall. We'll use the wall as a guide. That's probably a better bet to do that. Because then at least we have a straight edge to it. But I say a straight edge, it weaves off. If it's a bit off, it's a bit off. We'll come down and put another one down there. I'm just trying to make sure we get a decent amount planted. Like, this is quite a slow process, but need space at the top as well. I'm glad I put the big tractor on it, not the small tractor, because this is taking a lot of power. So I think there is probably going to be about good to stop. And that allows us to turn and run over our own crops. That's what I was trying to avoid doing. Right. And I'm just going to get not as close as I can, but I want to be a bit tire with the way about here. So it is one of the slower things to plant because you're not really putting much down, so doing this area, just this area alone will take quite a bit of time. So we'll do one of those really cool time lapses, just so you don't have to, one, listen to me drone on for too long, and so you can get through this a lot faster than I will. So check back in here when we're done with this. Poplar done. As you can see, we get stuck in a tree. We got a good bit down. We got 920 litres of the seed in, so yeah, I'm hoping that'll give us a decent harvest in like a year's time. Okay, so we are going to go and fetch the 4 bales that we left from this hayfield we done. I'm probably just going to pick the bales up and drop them over the wall, and then we'll come round because it's 4, so I don't really want to make 2 trips. If we can just essentially put them over the wall, and then we can tidy them up when we come round, because we still need to do check the water on the sheep as well, because I've not done that for a while. While we're doing that, we will just get rid of our water tank that's there, because we do have a free source of water essentially from the river. So I need to get these picked up. I'm trying to get the best camera angle for this because I am not used to using the controls that I have to do this. I used to be a controller PS4 player. Now I am a mouse and keyboard player. Bear with me. I think it's just about patience, which I sometimes don't have. We are just gonna, I know it's kind of semi-cheating, but it's just easier than trying to do a million trips. Okay, that's giving us a bit more real estate for the next one. Yeah, we miss it. That's yeah, we're highly professional at this, aren't we? There we go. Put them against there. And then we're on to the last one. Right, so see you guys in the next field. I'm not sure how many bales we're going to take, so I'm just going to start and do one at a time. Just so that we're not putting too many over there. The ones that are they're semi-sheltered against the wall. So that should be okay for them. There's another one gone there, so I'll just put the last one in. It might not all go in. I believe it'll probably just, if it doesn't, I think it just sits there until it all disappears, I think. Yeah, we'll soon find out. Yeah, so that one's not fully going, so it must just have too much in it. That's fine. That means we're stocked up for a while. I'll get this tanker hooked up to see how much is in it. So we got £1,500 for selling the water tank. So that's a nice little help. That covers, actually it covers the rental of our poplar planter and the poplar seeds that we put in, or poplar plants essentially. Right, so get this back up. I don't think they need all of this, it's just to try and get ahead while we do other things. So we'll get this tipped. Need to go further forward, won't I? Yep. Get this tipped, and then we will take our poplar planter back to the shop, and then we'll look at getting a spreader to lease. As I said before, I want to get a sprayer because I don't have a sprayer, so that we've got a big liquid fertilizer tanker on the farm, so we should be just utilising that. I'm not sure they'll take much of this, but we'll park it over next to that. At least we've got a nice concrete base over here now to park our water tanker. So I'll get this dropped off and I'll see you back at the main farm so we can get our fertilizer, or lime spreader, shall we say. We're just off to the shop now to return this rental. I'm going to see if we can just keep the saplings to the side of the shop. We might come back to them, we might not. And we need to look at our, we're basically going for a fertilizer spreader / lime spreader. But what I've also thought is we need to actually purchase the precision farming soil maps for the 2 leased fields just to see what they are like. So we're getting one that needs to do limes. There's not many options. So in terms of lime, we've got the Breedle option, that doesn't, the bigger Breedle option, which is definitely not in the price range. We have this one, which is a pretty good option. It's got 7,000 litre, does 11 miles an hour. It's a very widespread machine. The Amazon, which is still good, it's just the spread's not very good, out of our price range. Okay, that's pretty much the same as the other one. This is a new one, just from, I don't think there's any other ones that really do. I'm tempted by this one just because it's very new and we haven't, I know it's not as wide as the other one obviously, but it takes a lot, and lime, you can go through a lot of lime. So I think we'll just lease this one, so it won't be much more than the other ones. Yeah, so we'll go with that. So there is a lime station on the map, but we're here, so we may as well just get the bags tipped in by the employees here. So we'll get 8 of these purchased, and I will see you guys back at the main farm. So that's us back with our lime. So yeah, the soil maps dictate how much you are putting down. You can get scanners which do a live feed essentially, but they are 15,000, so it's quite pricey to get that. We're not really using much. It's not going down too much. The field was classed as bad in terms of pH, So we shouldn't have to put too much down. So we might have went a bit overkill with the old purchase of lime. But we'll always use it, that's the thing, we'll always get it used up. So I'm just going to do a full round, and then I think what we'll do is get the greenhouses that we spoke about before, or maybe we spoke about before, maybe it was in my head. Greenhouses down next to the shop. Now they only require water, but there is ones that we can buy that do require a bit more, and they do give slightly better yields than the just water ones. So I think that might be a better option, because that would give us a product to sell fairly quick. Whereas if we get cows, it's a lot of upfront work before we start to see a reward for it. Now we do have 80,000. We do still have a lot of things that we need to get done. Like, we've only got one field really of crop. We should really look to get another one or lease another one. So for that we're going to have to spend money. So I do think the greenhouses will be a wise investment for now, because it means we can sell products pretty much straight away, because we can set the greenhouses up to just sell or store. So I think it could be worthwhile doing that. We might not get the best price if we just set up to sell, but at least it gives us kind of a constant income. So I will get this round finished, and then we'll set up the worker. So yeah, see, now you see on the bottom right there, it's going up to 750, so it's classed as good. Yeah, it was classed as bad for just being that little bit under. So I will see you guys at field 4, where we'll go and buy the soil map. So we're in field 4. You don't have to be in the field to purchase the soil map, but I just thought it would be best so we could see if it's good, bad, or what it is. It's going to cost us almost 2,000. But we shall, what's it saying here? It's in a growing state. Its nitrogen and its pH is classed as bad, so we do really need to get these fields limed and fertilized, hopefully in this game day. But we do have these liquid fertilizer tanks, which I just want to check to see. Okay, to fill them is very expensive. What does it go? It goes up in decent little increments, so that's not too bad. Even if we're to take 5,000 litre deliveries at a time, that would do us quite a lot of fields. So yeah, it's actually cheaper than solid fertilizer, and cheaper than the liquid fertilizer you can buy. So buying in bulk is a bit cheaper. Right, I'm going to go get the GCB, and I will see you down at the area we are looking to do our greenhouses in. So this is the area we're looking at to get our greenhouses, I think. So I'm probably going to put 1, maybe 2. I'm not sure how many we should go with straight away. I think maybe 1 to start with. If we set up the area so that we can maybe do 2 greenhouses. So these are the normal ones that take water. Now these are the ones that we're looking at. So you can put solid fertilizer in, or manure in this one. So we put one there. Yes, I think we're good with that. Perfect. So now we just need to get stuff into it. I do need to put a road in here, because that was part of the conditions. So I'll get that bashed out, and I'll show you once we've done it. So yeah, we've got gravel down now, so it's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get away and get everything we need to have it set up, and then I'll join you back here again when we're going to pick what crop we're going to put in. So we've got some fertilizer, as you can see on the bottom right, and we've got some seeds. Need to put more seeds in, and a little bit of water. I stupidly didn't fill this up before bringing it all the way here, which was daft. I also had an accident with some fertilizer, but we can now pick what we want to produce here. So it's just essentially picking what we want to make. Now, strawberries would be a lot, but they do sell for less. I had a quick look, and I think middle ground is tomatoes. I think we're going to activate that. So we'll have tomatoes getting started to produce. I'll close this up. So we'll head back. I'll put this back into the sheet. I shall keep it at the main farm because we do need to top it up anyway. And our worker has just finished on our field. So we'll see what he's doing. And we'll get the lime spreading finished. So C is at the back at the main farm again. So the helper didn't do too badly. We just got a few bits. I've made that patchy bit there. Yeah, so we just need to go round again, I think. Maybe finish a bit on the other side of the field, on this big field, and then we've just got our 3 other grass fields we can get into. As I said, I wasn't going to do the poplar field. I just went through the hedge. That was not clever. Yeah, I'm not going to do the poplar field unless I find something that tells me otherwise. Probably I won't show you the rest of this, me finishing off the rest of this field. I will do a time lapse of the bigger field, field 4, just so you get to see this very cool spreader in action actually. I do like it quite a lot. I'm not sure what the best way to go is, probably this way. But yeah, I will check back in with you once we have all the fields lined. That is us done field 4. We've also done our big field. I'm going to call it at that for this episode. We do have 2 little fields to go. I'm just thinking we'll get them done on the start of the next episode. So the field prep for our main arable field is complete. We just need to put seeds in now, but we can't do that till August. Our sheep are fed and watered, they're sorted. We've got the food prepped and bedding prepped for our cows when we get them. And now we have a greenhouse, which is hopefully going to be producing us some lovely tomatoes so we can sell them for a good bit of money. On the next episode, we'll obviously hopefully get to plant our main field. And we will again hopefully see some profits from our tomato planting. But until then, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you have any questions or any suggestions for the series, please put a comment down below. If you want to keep notified when we're going to be releasing the videos, if you hit the subscribe button, that'd be fantastic. So thank you very much once again, and I'll see you next time.